Okay, thought I'd make a video what's going on. I pretty much suck at this, all right? And I'm having difficulty getting my track bar angles correct. Right now, the Jeep is being held with this ratchet strap, which is super tight, like a guitar string, pulling the Jeep over to the center. So I measured from out here to the rim, out there to the rim, equal. All right, so it should be very close, maybe an eighth of an inch off where it's gonna be sitting, where it should be sitting when it's done, which is pretty close. And the issue I was having was before, this track bar mount was actually like way down here. So I moved it up about 1.5 to 2 inches. And now, okay, again, I'm at ride height. Ugh. No jacks, nothing, ride height. And this, I was assuming because this mounts under, this end mounts under this knuckle, and this end mounts under the pitman arm, that you could use this drag link, put a gauge on top and use this to get your angle, right? I'm assuming that's correct. Now, if this was on top and that one was on bottom, then you wouldn't be able to use this because your eye to eye wouldn't be correct using this. But it seems like I can use this because they're both mounted to the bottom. Correct me there if I'm wrong. That might be my big mistake, but I've thought about this over and over and over. And these joints are the same size, they hang down the same amount, and this is a straight bar. So this should be my angle, and this is at 8 degrees. So when now where this is tacked in, from eye here to eye on the track bar mount on the frame, okay, if I zero my digital gauge here and put it over here onto where the track bar is from eye to eye, holding like a broomstick, it's at 0. So they are exactly at the same angle. That, I hope that's from everything I've read and the way everything everyone's talked to me, that seems to be the way it's supposed to be. So please correct me if I'm wrong there and I'm making a critical mistake somewhere here. So yeah, this has been cut. I'm gonna have to like brace this and then brace it from the back if this is even the correct way. And then the next issue I'm having is how close that is. See, I don't know if that is gonna have to be, if this should be kicked out just a little bit. I'm wondering if it's gonna hit here when I use this Synergy track bar. All right, when I put this Synergy track bar in there, everything looks good for the bends. There's no issues, clearance issues, except for this, where it hangs down, the self adjuster or whatever, the double adjuster here, that might come down and hit the edge here. So I don't know if I need to get a track bar that doesn't have this, or if I need to roll my axle back more because it's in the same position that my Dana 44 was. I don't know if I need to roll down my pinion angle a little bit. That might be an issue I'm having too. So yeah, and then over on this side, right here, I can just barely get my finger in. So when this track bar is when this side is bolted up here, this side is too long to actually put the bolt through here by like, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch, but it will just kind of sit up there. And so when it's in its position, I can barely fit my finger back there. Now when the axle's going up and down, I don't think it will hit there because the axle's not going front and back. So I'm not quite sure if I need to kick this mount out, just like the top out a little bit so that it has more room here, but then I also got to put the tie rod in right here to make sure that at full turning it's not gonna hit this if I bring it out too much. So that's where I'm going. I think this is in the right position now. Correct me if I'm wrong. If it's zeroed here and then I put it over onto eye to eye here for the track bar, if it's zeroed also and they're the same, that should be correct, right? So just please correct me on my stupidity and my lack of experience and knowledge with this subject. Thanks.